connecting the parts that serve the very foundation that supports all of our infrastructure here in Singapore. It takes a set of steady hands, hard work, and sheer determination to get all these intricacies right. We will see all these at work today when we pit our world-class level youth against a current student to see how well they fare in seemingly easy tasks specially selected by our expert. My name is Sue Wei. I'm excited for what's in store today. Let's dive right into our skills challenge. This time, we are here at Ngee Ann Poly School of Engineering with our expert, Mr. Eric Chin. He's been a lecturer here for almost 7 years. Now, Eric, automation is a big buzzword these days. Some people think that robots are going to take over most of the manufacturing process. Is that true?
You still need humans to actually automate the systems.
So we need the human touch to design the process so that we be as quick and efficient as possible, am I right? And I'm also talking about automation getting increasingly important in industrial control of production systems. So such systems will be in areas and industries like water treatment plant,
Yes.
power generation plant,
Oil and gas industry,
telecommunications, and I believe car factories around the world as
and
well.
mega factories, yes.
I'm very curious about what's going to happen here in our challenge today. So, for our challenge, we're going to get them to, of course, design a process where they get to automate bicycle parking. So firstly, let's bring on our two contestants. Hi! Okay, over there, the young gentleman is Keon Ho. He is, of course, a participant of the World Skills International Competition. He received a cert of participation. And with me, Abigail, currently still a student in Ngee Ann Poly doing her diploma in electrical engineering. Are you guys excited to embark on this challenge? All right, cool. So Eric, can you run us through what's going to happen here today?
Okay, basically there's 3 tasks today. So for the first task, the student have to do installation of the panels according to the dimension given to them. Also, they have to do wirings on the circuit diagram given to them. So task 2 will be testing and commissioning. So they have to make sure that the system is safe to power up. And finally, when they acquire power, we move on to task 3, which is programming. So here we will simulate an automated bicycle parking system from the HMI or a human machine interface. It's just like a touchscreen monitor. You can visually see that the hoist is moving around and it starts to pick up the bicycle and place it into the designated lot. So if the processes is working, you will see that on the screen.
Keon, Abigail, are you ready?
Yeah.
Good luck. Okay, Eric, I can see that there are wires everywhere. It's very colorful. It does look pretty complex. Can you explain to me details of challenge 1?
Okay, so for the automation process, normally we have to do the installation first. So you can see that they have installed all the few devices and then they have to wire it up to the control panel. So for installation panel, the student have to be precise because they have to mount them according to the dimensions given and the specs is only 1 mm. So after that, they have to actually refer to the wiring diagram, read it and understand them, and then they have to wire them accordingly. So they have to be precise.
In electrical engineering, is teamwork part of the equation as well?
Of course, we need teamwork, especially in bigger plant.
More hands mean quick work as well.
You split the teams into several sessions, then they have to cover their own sessions, and then finally integrate everything together and work it as a whole process plant. One of the important points is also in the automation process, we actually do designs also. Yeah, so for process engineer or automation engineer, you have to design the circuit, so this can't be replaced by robot. And then you need a lot of hand skills, as you can see. He's quite fluent with all the wiring, streaming, stripping of wires, and connection of the cables.
He's putting together like a 10,000 piece jigsaw puzzle,
Yeah,
right? If one piece
complex.
is missing, it doesn't make the whole picture work.
Yes.
Okay, so I think he's almost about there.
Yep, I think left a few power cable. I think it's good to go.
All right, Abigail's done, Keon is done, so that completes challenge number 1. Shall we move on to task number 2? Now that the wiring is done, tell us about the next challenge.
So task 2 will be testing and commissioning. So we have to make sure that the system is safe to turn on before we can power up. So for Keon, he will be doing earth continuity tests, insulation tests, and then some phase rotation.
What is earth continuity test?
Okay, so we have to make sure that the earth are all linked together so that the system will not have any leakage current. It will be detected, so it will not electrocute any users. We also train them on troubleshooting skills, so in case the panel don't work, know what to do and what to look out for and go to the troubleshooting steps.
So troubleshooting means that they can actually just rework one wire instead of redoing the whole
Yes.
entire circuit board, right?
Yeah. So we have licensed electrical engineers that they do testing and commissioning for bit setups. They also do licensings of electrical installation because all buildings you need to renew every year. So this LEE will be the one who actually check the whole installation and make it safe to run for another years.
So we're talking about a profession that is able to have longevity, right?
Yes. And safety, of course, is the main concern if you are dealing with live installations. Yeah, so meticulous, detail.
Patient. Good job, Abigail. So Keon and Abigail are done with task number 2. Shall we move on to challenge number 3?
Yeah.
This is the last step for the challenge. Can you tell us what we're hoping to see?
Okay, so the last task will be on programming. So the competitor have to program according to the customer requirements.
Okay.
Yeah. So they normally communicate with the customers. So what he have to do is he have to program the controller
Okay.
and the HMI, or we call human machine interface. It will be the touchscreen monitor there. Yeah, you can actually visually see the process data or the processes.
So when he's completed, we'll be able to see something on the
Yes,
screen.
on the screen, yes. Okay, so he's actually programming the controller. Actually, we didn't specify what the competitor program method can be. So actually, the destination may be the same, but
Okay.
every competitor may take different path to reach that destination.
Okay, so you give him the end result that you want to achieve,
Yes.
and he can be innovative, he can be creative, just as long how many steps that he take, it all has the same end results that you want.
Yes.
I'm very excited to see how it's all going to turn out.
Yes.
And if it works, the motor will rotate.
Yes.
If it doesn't work,
Nothing will happen.
nothing will happen.
As you can see, for this bicycle parking system, it's just a standalone processes. So we have now come into the revolution is Industry 4.0. So Industry 4.0 will talk about the advanced manufacturing.
Okay.
So we analyze big data, Internet of Things. So we link up all the factories' resources so that the factory can be intelligent. Yeah. So more adaptability in the factories and logistic-wise, resources-wise.
All the more we need people like them to design something that is efficient and will work very well.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look. What's going to happen?
Okay, so as you can see, there's 3 mode of operation. We have the parking, retrieving, and the maintenance. So let's try parking. Once you reach the deposit lot, it will go down. The second motor is the hoist moving down. So what he's doing now is simulating that the hoist reached the bottom position. Yeah, and we have to cram the bicycle to collect it. So you have to uncram it to put the bicycle at the location. Yep. Once it reached the up position, the screen is supposed to go back to the main page. Okay, it's good.
Okay, so now I've done with my errands. I'm back to retrieve my bicycle.
Yep.
What happens?
So you may have to press the retrieving and then enter the password that you set just now. So motor will go down to simulate that it's retrieving the bicycle. So once you reach the position, you have to cram the bicycle because now you're collecting it. So now it's supposed to go to the collection point, which is the extreme right. As you can see, the hoist slowly move towards the collection point. Okay, so you will have to uncram the bicycle. Yep. And then once the hoist move up again, the retrieving process ended.
And I can collect
And
my
you can
bicycle.
collect- Yep.
Fantastic.
Actually, both of them did very well. So for Keon, after all, he has been to the international stage, so he's more calm and composed. But Abigail didn't let us down too. She did a very good job. And who says that girls can't do engineering?
Of course we can. We can do
And
anything we want
this
to do.
industrial control trade, she did it and she does it very well.
Congratulations, both of you guys. Now, I'd like to ask you, how do you find the experience here today?
It was a good recap on my training during my polytechnic days. My immediate plan is to further studies in NUS, after which I would like to explore options in the field.
Excellent. So, Abigail, what about yourself? What do you like about today's experience?
I had fun today. It was a great experience coming back to the lab today. And in the future, I'd like to explore more of programming because I enjoy the creative parts of it. I can do it in all the ways that I like to do it as long as I come out with the end result.
Fantastic. And I wish you all the very best. Be as creative as you possibly can. And also to Keon as well, all the very best for your future endeavors. Now, I want to say a big thank you to our expert, Mr. Eric. You've been so kind and so helpful to teaching me all these new things today. So thank you so much for all your expertise.
You're welcome.
And on that note, I'd like to present you a token of appreciation. It's a special education and career guidance journal to help you chart your way to success. I wish you both the very best for your future endeavors. And with that, thank you for watching Skills Challenge.